Thierry Henry didn't couch his words in polite optimism. He issued a challenge that now hangs over everything Arsenal do this season. After a hard-earned Champions League victory over Athletic Club, the point he made was simple and brutal. The club's summer outlay has shifted the baseline from a "we hope" to a "we demand." That's not empty chest thumping, it's a recalibration of expectations. Arsenal's board and recruitment team invested precisely to build strength across the spine and the wings. Mikel Arteta now has options that would have been impossible last year. What makes Henry's warning resonate is not just the names people immediately think of, the marquee signings, but the depth. The fact that the team could win a European opener while still missing Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus tells you two things. The squad is deeper and the margin for failure has shrunk. For the manager, it's both blessing and burden. Rotation becomes a strategic weapon, but rotations also mean tricky chemistry puzzles. You can rest a big name and still expect performance, but only if the backup understands moments, systems and pressure in the same way. Against Athletic Club, we saw glimpses, discipline, a willingness to close space, and a bench that could have carried the match. Those glimpses are not trophies, but they are the necessary building blocks. The next stage, the hardest, is converting nights like these into a steady accumulation of trophies. The must-win line is more than rhetoric. It's a signal to players who have been promised a platform to deliver, to the coaching staff who must manage minutes and egos, and to a fan base increasingly impatient for tangible success. There will be practical obstacles, injuries will come, fixture lists will turn brutal, and opposition managers will study how Arteta uses his new artillery. Also, heavy investment raises outside scrutiny. Pundits and rivals will catalogue every misstep. But there's a psychological element too. When a club spends to change identity, failure erodes belief faster than before, and success compounds it. For Arteta, this is his test, to be ruthlessly pragmatic while nurturing the creative spark that made Arsenal exciting again. That means picking the right battles, trusting form over names, and ensuring leadership on the pitch absorbs pressure rather than buckles beneath it. It also means the club must remain coherent. Transfer windows and headlines are one thing, but match-to-match consistency is another. The Champions League opener showed the blueprint: disciplined defending, efficient attack, and a bench that can step up. If those are repeated across domestic and European fixtures, the must-win narrative becomes a realistic target rather than an impossible demand. If not, the season will look like an expensive, frustrated near-miss, and Henry's ultimatum will be remembered as an accurate forecast. Either way, the stakes are high. A title or a cup would validate recruitment and strengthen Arteta's project. Failure would raise uncomfortable questions about whether money bought depth or simply inflated expectations. Fans know this. They feel it in the chatter on social media, in the sold-out stands, in the way conversation about Arsenal now moves from a promising to expected. That shift changes how players handle pressure, how opponents approach matches, and how history remembers this year. For players coming back from absence, for youngsters finding minutes, and for the leaders who must hold the dressing room together, Henry's line is a constant reminder. Opportunity and obligation have collided. In the end, investment bought Arsenal a chance. What it did not buy is inevitability. That will come only when performances, decisions and results align. Until then, every close match, every dropped point and every triumphant cup night will be measured against one idea. This was the summer that raised the bar. Now deliver or watch everything built so carefully wobble.